Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. I have taken all of your feedback on the format for the monthly zodiacs that you would like, and it seems that everyone wants the general from spirit, money, love, and spiritual growth. So I've decided the beginning of every month, I'm going to do the videos for every zodiac sign. And then every Saturday after that, I'll do a message on money so that you make the money you want. Then I'll do love, the next emotional steps you have to take to allow love in. And then I'll do one on spiritual growth. And today we're starting with spiritual growth. So definitely give me comments after the video is posted. Let me know if you guys like this format. This is, as of right now, the final format that we're going to go with. So I hope you all like it. Please give me your thoughts and comments, though. And if you do like it, I would appreciate a thumbs up and subscribe. So today is spiritual growth. I'm going to start with channeling a message from spirit for you guys. And I also pulled a little spread from Isaac Oracle by Alana Fairchild, which has some really good messages that I've already pulled the cards for. And so we'll get to it. Source, spirit, what do you want everyone to know about spiritual growth today? Spiritual growth, spiritual growth, spiritual growth. Many people think that it's something outside of them, that it's a blessing when they speak to you. Although it is a blessing in the sense that it's a friendship. And just as you have friends in your physical human world, they're a blessing. We are no more, no less than that. We are your friends in the non-physical side. We want you to succeed. We want to communicate with you. Sometimes part of the communication, when you're low vibe, you're in fear, you're in abandonment, you're in despair, you're in hopeless. Sometimes part of your spiritual growth is cleaning up those vibrations, doing things like inner child work. Doing things just to clean up old trauma in your life. As you get higher vibe, you'll be able to hear us more. Think of it like a radio station, the old one where you had to tune in to the dial. You had to get right on 96.7 to hear it. If you were at 96.9, it was a little scraggly. When you're at 96.5, it's a little scraggly. Kind of like how that plays out in your life is, oh, I'm being guided to do this, but wait, what about this? Wait, is that my own thinking or was that from spirit? That little bit of doubt. That's when we have work to clean up on. And that's many of the messages coming through for the cards that Kelly pulled. So much of your spiritual growth today, and for those of you who watch us in the future, is about trusting that it's really about power. Spiritual growth is really about power and personal empowerment. Personal empowerment. The more that you can tune into your own energy, your own radio, aka your own emotions. So this is where I'm at today. I feel this way from getting dumped. I feel this way from getting fired. I feel this way for getting married. I feel this way for getting the pay raise. The more in touch you are with your unique energy sequence, the more that you'll become aware when it's someone else's energy influences you, the more that you'll become aware of when it's us speaking to you. So personal empowerment, we are no more or no less than your friends on the non-physical. We are part of you. You are part of us. And then Kelly will go into the messages and the cards. So hello, everyone who's catching this live and everyone who catches on the replay. Mwah. Much love to you guys too, but a quick shout out to people who are here. Hey, Ivy, nice to see you. Rainbow of Love, good morning with a little rainbow emoji. Oh, Rainbow of Love, thank you for the donation. Guys, the donations really, really help so that I could keep making more relevant content on YouTube. So thank you. Hey, Felicia, good morning. Kongi, hello. Oh, thank you. I got a haircut. Hey, Patricia. Patricia, reach out to someone named Chris Ferguson on Facebook. She helps with that. She's really good at that, actually, like really good. And she even works with police stations. Chris Ferguson. Send me an email, kelly@kellylunt.com if you can't find her on Facebook, and I'll connect you to. Good morning, Connie. But okay, so back to the spiritual growth, guys. So you heard what Spirit said about it's really about recognizing that like Spirit wants to connect with you. So your spirit guides, the angels, they want to connect with you because we're source energy. We're spiritual beings having a human level experience. So we were up here all hanging out, all having fun. Some of us decided to come down and experience Earth. We want to experience things like the ego, things like love, where we could touch someone versus just feel the emotion of it. We could taste, we could eat, we could dance. We came down to have that experience. So we're not separate from them. So it's kind of, once you recognize, it's not that you have to be in, please come speak to me, please come speak to me, in a place of thinking that they're better than you. It's really about recognizing that you're part of them. And the other part of it, so the cards that we pulled, we got Truths Unveiled, we got Soul Retrieval, and we got Healing the Divine Masculine. So these are all beautiful cards with really good lessons to get. Truths Unveiled, this card, so one of the big lessons today is really about discernment. Like Spirit, the general message was about empowerment, personal empowerment. The more that you're in touch with your own emotions, the more that you'll then be able to decipher, is it my energy coming through? Is it what I want? Is it their energy I'm picking up on? Is it Spirit's energy I'm picking up? Truth Unveiled is like the ultimate card of discernment, the ultimate card of, I mean, everyone knows that word narcissist. Everyone knows everyone knows, like, the narcissist, the person who appears on the outside to be gregarious, to be happy, to be helpful, to be all that in a bag of chips. But when you really get to know them, you realize they're just like power mongers, or that they're actually like evil, or they're corrupt, or they're, there's something shady about them. So this might be a personal message for you at the time of you watching this, that there's someone in your life that's not 100% trustworthy. But it's about recognizing that you have power. A lot of people, and I used to be one of them, it's, you know how people always say the victim story? You think that someone was powerful enough over you that they tricked you. No, he's a narcissist. He's telling me these crazy stories, and they're really good at it. And I had no power over it. He took advantage of me. I know how it feels to be in that situation. So much love to you if you are in that situation. But it was a series of growths of, wait a second, when I first met him, my body felt off. Maybe this has to do with your parents, and this is like that kind of healing. Because we did get the Soul Retrieval card, which tends to be healing like trauma from when we're younger. But it's about something about your body. Because, when babies are born, they don't have motor skills. They don't have vocabulary. But they do have like the intuitive spidey sense. They have the ability to know when to be quiet, when to yada, yada. They pick up your energy. It's about knowing that your body was communicating to you. And it's not a hard skill that you have to learn. You're born with that ability. So if you're around someone and you get sick, and you always get sick around that person, but they're, oh, I'm just coming over to try to help you. Like, here, let me exercise with you. Let's do this workout. Let me get you healthy food. Like, oh, why do you feel sick? See, that's why I have to come over here. No, your body is literally trying to tell you, no, they're dangerous. No, we don't want to hang out with them. No, what they have to tell us is bad. So it is twofold for you. One, this might be a message that someone in your current life right now, you have to trust your body's reaction to them and just know, okay, this person's a no for me, and kick them out. Otherwise, 3 months from now, 3 years from now, you'll be coming back saying, Kelly, I was trapped in a narcissistic relationship. How do I forgive them? Avoid that pain by trusting yourself. If someone comes around, you always get a headache. If someone calls you, you always just feel drained and know that that's a no for you. So this is a huge card of discernment, of that your body is trying to communicate to you. And it's really knowing that even though you may not be able to see why on the human level, the spiritual part of you, your spiritual being coming down to have a human level experience, the spiritual part of you, the part of you that's already intuitive and spiritually awoke, is telling you a big fat no, and you're not listening to it. That's this card. So one practical practice that you can do for this, guys, for spiritual growth is to really build that refinement of discernment in your life is when you wake up, take 3 breaths. If you'd like, you could picture white light coming into your body. I got this exercise from Oren and Debin. You could picture white light coming through your body, cleansing your energy. 3 breaths in, breathing out. Feeling the white light clear your body, breathing in, breathing out. Feeling into your body as you do the breath work. What does it feel like when your lungs expand? Breathing in. What does it feel like when your lungs deflate? Really feeling into your body. What does my body feel as I breathe in and breathe out? Or you could focus on picturing the white light through your body. It just takes 3 breaths and then ask yourself, how do I feel? If you don't get any emotions, if nothing comes up, that just means that you haven't been in touch with your body for a while and you haven't been listening to it. So of course your body's a little shy to talk to you. Kind of like if you have a friend, you haven't spoken to them in 2 years. Sometimes the first conversation is a little, hey, so how have you been? Fine. How about you? Fine. Okay, I miss you. I miss you too. Sometimes it takes a little bit of reconnecting. So you just let your body know if you get nothing, like, hey, body, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And I want to start listening to you more. I want to build the relationship with you more, so talk to me more. I'm here for you. If you do get words and they're words that you don't like I feel alone, I feel depressed, I feel unloved, I feel abandoned, don't judge them because that's you self-judging yourself. That's you self-betraying yourself. You want to just sit there with non-judgment, go, whoa, what do we feel unloved about? What do we feel unloved about? Because that takes us to the next card, soul retrieval. Soul retrieval in modern day language is translated to inner child work. And I have a meditation for you guys for that. Here, I'll link here and I'll link to it in the video afterwards. I made a meditation that will help with inner child work. You could either do the meditation or you could just, hey, what part of me feels unloved? Talk to me. Very likely a memory will come up. Oh yeah, when my brother ignored me in high school at that party, I did feel unloved. I did feel that. Sit there and talk to that part of you. Teal Swan calls it fragmented. Shamanism calls it soul retrieval. Modern day psychology calls it inner child work. It's when something traumatic happens when you're younger, whether like childhood abuse or whether just when you're older, something 15, like your date flakes on you for prom. There's a part of you that stops emotionally developing when you don't feel all the emotions. So as you get older, as you get older and you start to feel safe to revisit some of that trauma, it's just going back to what part of you feels unloved. Okay, well, like, I love you. This is where you can have that self-compassion and self-love. Allow all the emotions to come up from that traumatic experience. And guys, trauma can be abuse. It can also be like that client didn't pay me. It can also be I got a parking ticket. Because trauma, in my definition of trauma, is just when you had an experience that didn't feel good, where you did not feel all of the emotions. You need to clean up those vibrations so that you can stay high vibe, hear guides more, and move forward happy. So just talk to the emotions within you. Go, where is this coming from? Like, hear all of the emotions completely and go, well, I hear you. I'm here for you. And give yourself what you need. Do you need compassion? If you're feeling unloved, do you need to feel loved? Well, give yourself a hug. Give yourself a gentle rub. Give yourself a bath. Give yourself a gemstone. And then go back to, is there another memory? When's a previous time that I felt this? And then keep tracing that emotion back to the very beginning. And the meditation that I linked to will really, really help you. Trace it back to the first time you felt the emotion so that you can be, Teal Swan calls it complete. Soul retrieval, it just means you're in one piece. I just call it so that you're present in the moment. You're grounded, you're present in the moment. Okay, and so the next lesson for you is healing the divine masculine. So the divine masculine is on the healthy divine masculine, it's about leadership, it's about liking, building plans, it's about forward movement, it's about action, it's about accomplishing things so that we move forward in life. It's about goals, it's about achieving. The divine masculine, when it does all of that stuff, it likes to feel appreciated, it likes to feel respected, it likes to feel pretty much respected. It likes acknowledgement. That's why men tend to like the, hey, you did a good job on that sales call. Hey, Dan just made like a $30 million sale, and they make a big scene about it. It's just because that's the divine masculine and how it likes to be fed. We'll talk about the divine feminine when that comes up in a later video. But it's about recognizing that that part of you is trying to emerge right now. The part of you that knows how to make a plan, the part of you that knows how to achieve things. It's about trusting yourself that you have that ability to move forward in life. It's also about you being your own divine masculine, you being your own divine father. So the fact that we got soul retrieval here, which does tend to indicate early childhood trauma, this means that you may not have had the best example of a healthy father figure in your life. It's time for you to start being your own healthy father. Thank you, Jainam. Thank you so much. It really helps me keep doing these. It's really about you being able to say things. You know how I know a lot of wounded feminine energy, or a lot of people, when they see guys kind of fighting, they're not actually fighting. They're just stating their honest opinion and how they formed their opinion. It's time for you to be the father for yourself that you always wanted. So that might look something like, if you're in a family and you feel like the Cinderella, everyone else is getting presents, everyone else is getting cake, but then like the family's like, oh, you don't need the cake. And if you sit there and go, oh, how can they be treating me so unfairly? This isn't fair. That means you're in swampy masculine. This card is letting you know you have to say, what would you like in your ideal world? What would you like your father to say in that moment? If he was healthy, if he was divine, if you could have it all your way, you'd very likely want him to speak up for you, to say, hey, that's so-and-so slice of the pie. Like, let's let her choose if she wants to eat it or not. Thank you. There's no aggression in that. There's no F you mother effer. There's just the speaking the truth. It's pointing out facts. It's the, hey, we've already had a slice of pie. Let's let Kelly decide if she wants a slice of pie. It's speaking up money-wise. Sometimes it's hard for people to receive money. And you would want your father to go, hey, why everyone else is getting their ticket paid for? Like say it's a grandpa taking the whole family out, and they're paying for the aunts, the nieces, the nephew. When it comes to you, an aunt might speak up and say, oh, so-and-so has her own money now. She can pay for it. It's about, oh, you have every right to ask me to pay for that. I would feel more included and part of the family if I were treated like everyone else, though. That's divine masculine. This is you speaking up for yourself. This is you. This is the part of you that's yearning to come out now. So let me do a recap for you guys. Truth unveiled. This is really about discernment, about you learning to trust yourself. You're rebuilding the connection with you, your body, your emotional guidance system. It's you reconnecting with yourself, because soul retrieval tends to be about trauma healing. So what this means with the combo of these two, it's just that sometimes when you have a lot of childhood, early trauma, you do kind of disconnect with yourself. In psychology terms, it's called like disassociation, disconnect. And I'm not a psychologist, guys. I'm just sharing what I have learned. And all that means is that you don't trust yourself. There's a part of you that, if you want to receive the pie, but then your mom slams it on the floor and says, how could you want that piece of pie? You're evil. You're a horrible little girl. You start to not trust yourself. Like, oh, it felt good to eat the pie, but mom's saying it's bad. You get that dual message. So you're in the process of reconnecting to yourself to, hey, body, what do you want to eat? Hey, body, how do you feel today? Because this is what's going to let you know when you meet someone if you should engage and act with them or not. And all you have to do is do the practice that I shared earlier to build that connection with your body. But then every time I'm out, not every time, most of the time I try when I'm out and someone comes up to me, hey, Kelly, do you want to do XYZ with me? I just go, body, would you like to hang out with them? I ask my body a yes or no question. If you get a constriction, a heavy feeling, a yucky feeling, you get a headache, your stomach hurts, that's a no. It doesn't matter how charming they look, how nice they look, how much they're trying to help you. That's a no. If you get an uplifting, if you get a sense of relief, if you get a warm glow, that's a yes. That means to do it. That's you rebuilding the connection with yourself. It looks like you are going to have to put some practice into this. Like, guys, most of the time when I don't always high vibe meditate. I don't always gratitude, appreciation. Sometimes I just ask myself, how do you feel today? And I'll tend to those earlier traumas to, oh, you did feel left out when your brother did XYZ. Oh, it did hurt when mom did XYZ when you were 7. It's tending to those old emotions so that you can ultimately really learn to speak up for yourself, really learn to know that it's okay for you to say, hey, I can meet you at the restaurant. I got to admit, it would feel a little bit more like a date and I would be able to relax more if you would pick me up. It's about you being willing to speak up for yourself and your truth. So great message for spiritual growth today. Definitely give me a comment after the fact. If you guys like the format of at the beginning of every month, we'll let spirit just come through with a message for you for every zodiac sign. And then I'm thinking every Saturday we'll do love, money, and spiritual growth. Today was spiritual growth. You guys will probably be able to watch the replays on a lot of these because there's going to be gems in all of them. But I love you guys. For everyone who is asking questions in the live, I'll definitely pay attention to the community tab because I'm starting to be really more present on YouTube to make content. Come join me when I'm on a live Q&A so I can answer questions that people are asking. But I love you. Mwah! Bye, guys.